Oh, sorry. Hey Ray, how you doing? Welcome back, y'all, to another XeroLinux Live. What do you think of the new audio microphone? I received this microphone. Sure, not the SM7B. It's the something VM7 Plus or something. It's better than the previous mic. Let me know if the sound is good. Is it too loud? Is it too low? Let me know because I also received a mixer as a gift to go along with the mic. Let me know what you think. Sorry, I received a message on my phone. So the audio is good. Level is not too loud, not too low, not too bassy, not too trebly. I just need to know because this is the first time I'm using it on the live. I just came back from a short 1 week trip to my brother's place. Yeah, uh, I also want you to let me know what do you think about the new camera, because this is a more professional Elgato face cam, not the Pro, the regular version, the 1080p 60. So let me know what you think of that. Hello, Mandy. Welcome to my live. It's my first time doing it with the new microphone and camera, so I was getting everybody's opinion on that because I'm using a mixer as well. I've never used a mixer before, so I don't know how to use them. I got the most basic one for 45 bucks. So I hope it's doing a good job. The cam looks good. And guys, we need to thank Mandy here for making the camera look so good, because she introduced me to a wonderful app that will be included on the upcoming release of XeroLinux next month, which is called Cam Control. Cam controls allows me, or allows you, or anyone with a Elgato camera to configure the colors, because without the application, which official application that only exists on Windows, you cannot play much with the color correction and zooming in and zooming out and all that shenanigans. Cam controls allows us to do that. So thank you, Mandy, for this awesome application, which, as I said, will be included on the next release of XeroLinux for anyone with an Elgato camera. That way, we can control things that we can't on OBS alone. With every webcam. Oh, cool. Cool. So, okay. So apparently this application works with any webcam, which makes it even better. So, yeah. So on today's live stream, I wanted to get your guys' opinion. If you أهلا وسهلا HRF, أهلا بك. Yeah, you Mandy, you saved me hours upon hours of messing around with the camera. So I want to get so for you guys who have used or currently use Arch Linux, what do you guys think of the DDoS attack that's currently been happening for the past 2 weeks? It's now in its second week. I've never heard of a DDoS attack taking so long. What do you guys and gals think? What do you guys and gals think about the whole situation with the DDoS attack on the AUR and the Arch Linux websites? Let me know, because this feels like somebody really hating Arch planning this, who has planned this attack for a while, because taking 2 weeks without it being resolved, there's something going on, because the Arch and AUR people are not willing to let us know what exactly is happening. Yeah, it is a hate attack. I'm sure of it. Unless it's not, at which point I'll be wrong. But I love being wrong sometimes, not all the time. But what the hell is going on with the AUR? Like, I have on XeroLinux, there's the update of app data fire widget in the system tray. Now some users are DMing me telling me it's not working. Well, of course it's not going to work if the AUR is down because it uses Peru as a backend to check for updates. Could be a faulty tool too. We had this with Manjaro once. It could be a faulty tool, yes, like Pamac. I think you're talking about the situation with Pamac that was DDoSing the AUR. Could be. Could be. I'm not going to blame it on Manjaro this time. Come on, we have to give Manjaro a break for once. Really. If it weren't for Manjaro, XeroLinux wouldn't have existed. My urge to create my own distro wouldn't have become a reality, basically. Exactly. What did they do wrong? Well, let me maybe it's because of the constant malware that was being pushed to the AUR. Maybe people said, "Hey, we don't." Started thinking, "Hey, we don't want the system that pushes malware. Let's attack it. Let's bring it down so they don't distribute malware anymore." Maybe it could be that. I don't know, but it's annoying because a lot of Arch users use the AUR and they're going through a hell of a time right now. I do not know why you would want to attack the AUR. What did they do wrong? Yeah, Arch team always tries to sweep everything under the rug, always trying to downplay problems. HRF, it's normal with something as big as Arch Linux because if you say the truth and say how bad the situation is, less and less people would want to use your product, right? You cannot like imagine some like the ketchup ad is telling you, "Hey, here's ketchup. It's red. It's delicious, but it will kill you and it will explode you." Do you think they're gonna say that during the ad? No, they're not gonna say that. So it's normal for big products and big corporations. Although Arch is not a big corporation, it's volunteer based, um, contributor based. So, but it's big enough to want to hide things like that under the rug. Uh, no, it was not against Manjaro, just an idea. Ah, okay. Uh, so yeah, I don't know what's going on, but somebody must, because DDoS attacks don't happen willy nilly. Somebody must be behind it. We need to figure out who. They need to figure out who it is and stop them. But if they haven't been able to stop them for the past 2 weeks, I guess this is a nuke size DDoS attack. Because I don't know. It's the biggest I've seen in a while. The At least the longest time period attack that I've seen. I haven't seen a DDoS attack take as long as it has taken on Arch. Well, the team is isolated, not really, but it's volunteers, so it's gonna be very hard for them to figure out who's behind it and to stop them. Uh, hey, Inatux, welcome to the chat. Good to see you. Good to see you. Actually, there was a sauce band by a content creator that was pink and exploded during the shipping. Nice one. Nice one. Exploded during shipping. Well, there's a lot of things that explode during shipping. Remember the hassle with the Samsung Note 7, I think, debacle? Exploded in a plane or something. AUR is specifically a bad target because Arch users love to hit that update command every minute. Hey, are you talking about me, HRF? Because I update every 15 minutes. I set my app data fire to check for updates every 15 minutes because I like my updates. Me like my updates. No update? Me bored. You know, I get bored. I ran, I run an update at least 4 times an hour. 4 times, that means every 25 minutes you run the update. Yeah, I run it every 15 minutes. Uh, yeah, that's the point of Arch, right? It's a bleeding edge distro. So bleeding edge means latest of everything. So it makes us psychologically want to check for an update every few minutes. Yeah, HRF2. We all on Arch, we all tend to have this bad habit of checking for updates every so often because we need our bleeding edge software, right? So yeah, you just ran the update. Hey, Eric Gomez, ¿cómo está? Todo, how do you say all good in Spanish? I don't know. I know how to say it, and I think in Portuguese, todo bem. This issue worsens the DDoS by every update request. Yes, exactly. But you got to think about what alleviates the pain is the existence of chaotic AUR. If more people knew about the chaotic AUR, less there would have been less traffic on the actual AUR, because what chaotic AUR does, they have a I think a what's it called, a GitHub job, GitHub Actions job that will pull the latest PKG builds for all the AUR packages that they have on their repository, and that GitHub Actions builds the packages and hosts them on their repository. So, okay, there's still the request from the actual chaotic AUR GitHub, because it's doing what we do, but as a single entity. If we all use the chaotic AUR instead of the AUR itself, there will be less traffic on the AUR. But there's the trust issue that comes into play. Do you trust the chaotic AUR? Do you trust that they're not including malware inside the packages? I do trust them because I know the developers, the maintainers. Sorry, developers, the maintainers. I know the maintainers. So I'm not going to name them here, but I know the maintainers very well, and I trust them with my life. So, but you guys don't. So the trust game comes afoot. So if you don't trust the chaotic AUR and you prefer getting it from source, basically from the AUR itself, then the traffic will continue to stay high. Ah, Eric, Kuya. Kuya is brother, isn't that right? Chaotic is very good team. They also have Nix branch, which is awesome. Yes, they're amazing. They do an amazing job. And you can request any package from the AUR. After they check it out, they might add it to their repo. That way we use the AUR much less. Got the ISO of XeroLinux a few weeks ago, but I've been long time user of your earlier work. Oh, really, Eric? Nice. Did you receive the code? Did you request the code to access the latest ISOs? The downside of the chaotic AUR is that you can verify the package you install is also the one that matches its current PKG build. If the build process gets compromised, then you are, yeah, actually agree with you. But there's a compromise with everything, almost everything. We have to give up few things every time we choose something. We choose something for the ease of use, but there are downsides. Everything has a downside, be it big or small. Everything has a downside. أهلا بيك Ahmed. I see. Reinstalling Arch right now. I proudly you proudly broke it. You proudly broke it. out of 3 Bluetooth driver from the AUR. But that's another example. Installing from the AUR directly, you might end up with issues. But if you install it on the chaotic AUR, I think they screen every package. Not every single package, but most every package. Elder brother, to be specific. Yeah, Kuya. Because I worked with a lot of Filipino girls and boys. Women, men and women. Sorry, am I still 20? But yeah, I did work with a lot of Filipinos. I called them ate, ate Jennifer, and so on. So ate means elder sister. Although they were younger, I don't know what the young sister were. What the word is for young sister? I called them ate. Everyone I called ate, small, younger or older. Thank you, Eric. There are many cache hosting servers and sites, but they're not very popular. Yeah, I know. They're not very popular because we don't advertise them. Simply because we don't advertise them. We should. But here's here's the thing. Does the AUR have any packages that match with the name from the default repos? I wouldn't like the chaotic AUR to update packages from the Arch repos if there is updated version of it in the chaotic AUR. Oh, don't worry about Arch repos versus the chaotic AUR. Chaotic AUR only hosts AUR packages, and they use exact name and version that exists on the AUR. They use the AUR's PKG builds. They don't create their own. So what their GitHub Actions job does, it Git pulls the latest changes from the AUR package and compiles it. That's it. That's all it does. They don't touch anything. They don't inject anything. There will be no version differences between the AUR and the chaotic AUR. Now, what happens sometimes is the AUR will have the latest version because the chaotic AUR job happens every set hour of a day. So if the package on the AUR gets updated before the chaotic AUR, you have to wait for the chaotic AUR GitHub Actions to finish compiling the package. So there you go. There won't be a lot of version discrepancies between the AUR and the chaotic AUR. Their job always runs and always successful. So I use the chaotic AUR. If the package does not exist on the chaotic AUR, I pull it down from the AUR, compile it, and put it on my own repo. I have a private repo for myself. So I compile the package and I maintain it for myself. I don't have a lot of packages, like 5 or 6, but there are packages that don't exist on the chaotic AUR that I want from the AUR. Instead of updating them always from the AUR, I just update them when I want to, because I git pull the latest changes whenever I want to from the AUR. So yeah, there's that. But other than that, that DDoS attack is starting to get annoying. So I don't know what to think about it, what to do about it. So there you go. So do you think it's gonna? Last question about this subject. Do you think it's gonna get solved anytime soon, or do you think it's gonna take another few days to a week? Yep, told you. I think they do it every day at midnight. I think Germany time or some other country's time. So they're all almost equal version wise. Yeah, it's on its second week HRF, week 2, 2 weeks of DDoS. That's why I said it's the longest DDoS attack I've ever heard of. Yep, exactly. In attacks. So we'll have to wait and see. I don't recommend people use the AUR right now and wait for it to be resolved, for the issue to get resolved. Because right now, the more requests it gets, the harder for them it is to solve. 15, not bad. I have 3 because of everything else I get from the chaotic AUR. I have 3. I have they're mostly mkdocs plugins because for whatever reason chaotic AUR do not package all mkdocs plugins, and there are orphaned plugins that I need, so I cannot stop using. Like I need the plugin that allows me to embed YouTube videos in my mkdocs website. So yeah, that has been discontinued a long time ago, and it's orphaned. Well, they're trying not to shut down the server, because if they shut down the server, a lot of people won't be able, not won't be able, but will have more issues than it's worth. No, if a package is orphaned, they delete it from the chaotic AUR. Unfortunately, that's why I have the mkdocs video plugin still from the AUR. No, they don't get pulled for building because to them it's orphaned. It's not worth putting work on their GitHub Actions bot, so they take it out. They only accept packages that are up to date or at least recent enough and are still being maintained and that are not orphaned. The only AUR package I used was Proton VPN. It's been moved to the extra repo. Yep. They're starting to move a lot of packages to the extra repo. I think that's why they removed the community one. So yeah, the extra repo is humongous. It's when you do a sudo pacman-f fyy, you're gonna see how big it is. It's like 80 or 90 megabytes or something. The database. Oh, good gracious. So yeah, there's a command called sudo pacman-f fyy that will completely re-download the whole entire database. And when you see the size of extra, it's gonna blow up your mind. So anyway, now brings me to another question for you guys. It's an interesting question. That's why I have the earphones on, because I want to show off something. Do any of you have any of you ever heard of an AI that can create music and singing? Exactly, Initux. It's a trust issue. Okay. Okay. Which brings me to something really interesting. Give me a second. I need to show the actual correct screen. Okay. So that should disappear. Okay. What I'm going to show you will blow your mind. All right. Let me get to the page. Boom, boom, boom. And okay. Are you ready for this, guys? Are you ready to get your minds blown? Let's do this. What you see in front of you is something called Suno. It's a paid service. You can use it for free for a while, but then you'll have to pay for it. I paid for it. It's like $10 a month. I'm just using it for 1 month, and I'm gonna cancel. But I did this because I want to show it off, because when my brother showed it to me, I fell head over heels for it. So I don't think it's copyrighted because it generates music. So hopefully YouTube is not going to pull this live down. In case it does, I'll just cut this part out, I guess. So, okay. So here we just describe what our song needs to be. So give me ideas for a song. Describe a song to me and what the music style should be, because we have to tell the AI what style it should use and what the idea of the song is. It's gonna create the lyrics, it's gonna create the music, the song, the person singing it, and everything. Give me an idea. Let's. I have an idea in my mind. If no one wants to, a musician. As a musician, I find this offensive. You are a musician, HRF. I didn't know that. Well, yeah, I find this okay. I fell in love with it, but I hate it as well because it takes the art out of the music. I know. I know the whole shebang. It's a toy I'm having fun with for a while. I'm not publishing. People who publish and make money out of music generated with AI is against should be against the law. It is on Spotify as far as I know, but it should be banned. Anyway, give me an idea. I have an idea in mind. What do you guys think about a parody of Arch Linux song? Like a song parodying Linux and Linux as a whole. Let's see. Okay, I have the mic in my face. I cannot type. Okay, so parody song about Linux. The good, the bad, and the ugly. What should be the style? What should be the music style? Come on. Come on, people. Give me a style. Electronic, rock, jazz. Electronic. Come on. Give me a style. Give me a style. Drum and bass, symphonic rock. I'm gonna go with drum and bass. Drum and bass sounds cool. Oh, you know what? Symphonic rock, because symphonic rock is more lyrical. Drum and bass is just music. Symphonic rock style. Okay, let's do this. Create. And see how fast it is. All right, it's already almost done. And let me know if you guys hear the actual audio. Okay, it's done with version. It gives me 2 versions. How's the audio?
Lines of code etched in black and white. The penguin marches through the night, free
Okay, that's version 1. I'm not gonna go through the entire song, or we will be here until tomorrow. But what do you guys think? Isn't that mind blowing? Mind blowingly good. Oh my god, this is amazing. So much fun to play around with. Let's see version 2. Let's see version 2.
Lines of code etched in black and white. The penguin marches through the night. Freedom rings, but at what cost? A maze of terminals, I'm already lost. Colonel whispers secrets deep, promises to keep, oh, promises to keep. Linux, the good, the bad, the ugly, the freebird flying, but the path gets muddy. Commands I type, they bite me back. A symphony of chaos on a scrolling track. Open source dreams, a utopia made, but dependency hell casts a long dark shade. Drivers missing, my hardware weeps, my patience buried where the source code sleeps.
I love that. The lyrics are spot on. Dependency hell. This is literally Arch Linux. This is like as if this AI knows Arch Linux. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. I love this thing. I can sit here, create songs all day long. I can create a song that will play as soon as you log into your desktop on XeroLinux. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not crazy, but come on, guys. This is amazing. Exactly. And it gives you the lyrics. Like you can save the lyrics and give them to another to AI and stuff. You can combine AIs. You can use ChatGPT to write your own private lyrics. You can upload them here. Click this button and upload your own lyrics, and it will create the singer and the music. Cotton Eye Joe. Okay. No, I don't want to get demonetized, but I would. But I think this AI, when you pay for the pro version, it blocks certain licensed music. It just generates. Now, of course, this AI is not creating music out of thin air. It's using existing music from a database that exists online. It mixes and matches it, so it changes it in many different ways, so it doesn't sound identical to the original. But it's AI. It's using information that already exists out there. So, but oh my god, it's so much fun. It's so much fun. Like, here's a song I created for my best friend because we are into Star Wars and American muscle cars, like Detroit Muscle. So I combined everything and I wrote some of the lyrics. I modified the lyrics that the AI generated and give it a listen. And I gave it the style synthwave. It's amazing. This one is not the one I sent him. This is the one I sent him. This is the best version ever. The melody is better.
Under twin suns, we raise the stars. Your laughter echoes like speeding cars. Lightsabers hum, engines scream. Ramos, you're the pilot of every dream. Oh, Ramos, my Jedi friend, through hyperspace, we'll transcend the galaxy bands, but we won't break with you. The Force is mine to take. Dust kicks up as we burn the sand, fighting Sith with the spanner in hand. We're rebels loud in neon haze, flying fast through the cosmic maze.
What do you guys think? This is the best version, isn't it? I just wanted to let you know about this service. I don't know if it's new or not, but I'm gonna spend hours on this thing. I'm gonna spend hours. Oh my god, I'm trembling still. It's so damn cool. Oh my god! But here's the thing: although it's cool, it's fun to play with. It should be illegal to use anything generated by this and make money out of it. Now, Spotify did add rules and regulations against shit like that, because that's AI slop. Let's be realistic. This is AI slop. Although the music that it generates is so damn amazing, it makes me crazy. But it's AI slop at the end of the day. This is just, it cannot replicate what we humans can do. Like a human artist, a real flesh and blood artist and composer, they can create much better stuff than this. This is just reusing stuff that already exists, whereas musicians and composers, they create things out of thin air. That's the biggest difference. Yeah. Although if you dig deep enough on YouTube, you will find a lot of videos, because you can generate videos with this as well. So you can find a lot of videos where they use this to generate the video and the music. Music never pays. It does pay, but not as much as movies and stuff like that. That's for sure. But you got if you're a musician, you have to work 10 times or 1,000 times harder than a Hollywood actor to make as much as they do. But goddamn, this thing blew my mind. I was like, yeah, I want to play with this. I actually miss the imperfections in art. Nowadays, everything is fake. Perfect. Yeah, true. True, HRF dude. No truer words were spoken. But yeah. So I just wanted you to look at that, because oh boy, I'm still trembling. How much does it cost a month? It's $10 a month if you take the monthly plan, or $8 a month if you take the yearly plan. I took the monthly plan because I'm not planning on using using this for longer than a month. It's just a side thing that I want to play around with. But Damn, is it good? Damn, it gives you the lyrics and everything. You can upload your own audio. You can upload your own lyrics, and you can. And when you go custom, you type the lyrics here, and you tell it what styles you want to the music to be R&B, synthwave, hip hop, mood, and etc. etc. You give the song a title, and it will generate it. If you want instrumental, instrumental doesn't need a lyrics. So, but yeah, it is so cool. I did a lot of songs for my sister, for my brother, and stuff just for fun. Uh, it is actually very useful as long as YouTube doesn't demonetize the video and delist the videos for copyrighted music. They can use it. I don't know if this one is going to be copyrighted. If it does get copyrighted, then I will know never to use this live on stream. But yeah, this is amazing. So, yeah, and just as a side note, let's go back to me. Well, as a side note, I will let you. I said it on the previous live stream where I went live from my brother's place in Dubai, having gigabit up and down. I miss it already. I've been here only 24 hours, and I already miss it. I was able to get every Vladimir. Hey, welcome back. Yeah, I'm sort of doing good. I'm just sad that I came back from Dubai from a trip I was gifted to Dubai. I miss the gigabit up and down internet. I was able to download a lot of things that I wanted, especially finally I was able to download Helldivers. Finally, Helldivers 2 or whatever the name is called, the game is called. I was able to download Helldivers 2, Borderlands 3, a lot of games that were hundreds and hundreds of gigabytes big, which I wouldn't have been able to download otherwise here. I downloaded them there on Steam. Custom birthday songs, HRF. Good idea. Somebody's having a birthday soon. This Thursday. I might send them that. You gave me a great idea. One of my friends has a birthday. One of my good pals has a birthday coming soon. I will send him a song. I'll create a song for him. Thank you for the idea, HRF. فكرة عظيمة. What else did I want to show you guys? Oh, yeah. I want to show you my Docker containers. Okay, this one I will get rid of. This one, Mish F11, just make it that way. Oh, no. I am there. I'm just fixing. Okay, I'm not going to resize that. Anyway, I want to show you. What do you guys think of a good idea indeed? I think he would find it funny if he discovers it is by AI. Of course. And Mandy, you knew exactly what I was talking about. I'm gonna send it his way. I'm not gonna name who it is because only few people know him. But Mandy and I know him very well. So yeah, it's gonna blow his. I'm gonna blow his mind, and I'm gonna link him to once he discovers it is by AI. I'm gonna link him to the service. Don't tell him, Mandy. Please don't tell him. Don't spoil the surprise. He's gonna love it. And I think there's a self-hosted version of Suno. I will have to dig deeper. But if there is a self-hosted version, I'm gonna send it his way. No, have it playing on the website in a tux. That's annoying. That would be annoying. People would go crazy. They will never visit the website again. But I might put a player on the website. They could click it at the bottom if I figure out how to do it in Hugo, because that's what I'm using, Hugo. And I don't think that theme that I'm using supports. But I could embed it somewhere. And that's another good idea. Yeah, he does deserve some fun. He does deserve some fun. But anyway, buy him a subscription as a gift. I am already subscribed to him. Oh, you too know who I'm talking about. That homepage is not homepage, it's Glance. I'm using Glance. I love it because look, I go to the tech web page. I have the tech related YouTubers. I see if they're online or not. And there's the weather. There's the Git history, the Git push history from GitHub. I got its FOSS RSS feed. Those are my RSS feeds. This is its FOSS. This is Tom's hardware when it comes to PC related stuff, and this is Linux Yak. And this is my YouTube RSS. I only have a few YouTubers I'm subscribed to in the Linux world. And okay, here's one of his videos. Okay. Yep, that's one of his videos. But anyway, and I have the gaming page. The gaming page, I have GOG releases, gaming on Linux. Well, I'm not going to click on that one, but you guys know what that is. If you don't have an idea, well, look it up. Those are my gamer YouTubers. I follow Vince FF, the GLF. It's a French community, gaming Linux France. They're working on their own Nix OS related based distro called GLF OS. And other Linux gaming related content. That's my pal AirMax. If you don't know him, check him out. I highly recommend you subscribe to him. He's an amazing he benchmarks games. He talks about gaming and Linux and stuff like that. He goes above and beyond. So that's my, and this is my game. See, AirMax and Gaming Linux FR. Those are my gaming on Linux peeps that I check if they're on live or not. Recently played games. So the recently played game was RoboCop Rogue City. I downloaded that when I was in Dubai. God of War Ragnarok, Doom: The Dark Ages, Serious Sam 4, Metro Last Light, Helldivers 2, and those are the Steam specials. Whenever there are specials, I see them here. So Glance is amazing, but that's not what I wanted to show you guys. I have my own search engine. You guys can use it, circs.zerolinux.xyz. It's basically, don't search for images because my internet connection is slow. It's barely gonna render them. So and this URL is temporary, so don't worry that I'm doxing myself. This is temporary. I created this just for the live stream. So there's Navidrome, there's comics, there's N8N, Pairdrop, MeTube. I'm not going to say what it is, but you got the idea. My socials, those are my socials. This is what I share online. If you want to check out my socials, you can find them here. Private bin. I have my own instance of private bin. Kagi is, I never was able to install it. It always errored out at some point. But Woogle, I stopped using Woogle because it barely gets up any updates. It's like almost deprecated or whatever. So, and how I work on my stuff is Portainer. So you won't be able to access this IP. It's my internal IP, but as you can see, this is my Portainer. I use stacks. Those are my stacks. And the new Portainer logo sucks. They went from good to ugly. I don't know why. Oh, Kage is a... Well, they had a self-hosted version back in the day, no? I could be misremembering. Here, those are my stacks, and the stacks are basically just Docker Compose files. But instead of having to manually edit, like having to go to the server, access the server, and sudo nano compose.yaml and modify this, and going to the server and doing sudo no, not sudo, Docker Compose pull for every new version, I can manage them from here. So all I have to do is go to the stack, to the editor, modify whatever I need, and if there's a new version, I just tick this and hit update. That's it. Yeah, the new Portainer logo sucks. I don't know what they were drinking when they created this new logo, but it sucks. Oh, I forgot to mention. Thank you, Inetux. I forgot to mention that. Ooh la, why did that open over there? That bad KDE. So, I forgot to mention that self-hosted site still preserves the original logo because the new logo is ugly. Oh, really? I need to know how to replace it. I don't know how to replace it. But anyway. So, you see this Portainer and all my Docker containers? Yeah, I agree. They've been drinking some kind of weird coffee when they were talking about the new logo. But you know me, I'm an arch fanboy. So usually people who run a home lab would use LXCs, and LXCs use what do they use? The minimalist distro thing. But anyway, LXCs are very simplified and small. So I don't do that. I'm crazy. I'm super nano crazy because I am running all this on you guessed it, XeroLinux. All my Docker containers are running inside XeroLinux. It's a VM on Portainer. Sorry, it's a VM on Portainer. It's a VM on Proxmox. I hate this message. There it is. Home lab. This singular VM on Proxmox is this. It's Arch Linux. It's not XeroLinux. I wish I would have been able to install XeroLinux, but so there you go. In the previous versions, yes, but I don't know. Ever since I updated to 9.0.x, it started coming back. I don't know how to get rid of it again. I don't want to break it. I just restored the thing. But yeah. I'm talking about this logo, Mandy. Zero server. Yeah, I wish zero server would be plain Arch. Nothing except Docker and Docker Compose, and that's it. And everything you need for Docker to work, and that's it. That would be my home lab version of XeroLinux. But yeah, so I'm talking about that logo, Portainer.io. I hate it. I don't know if I can replace that. That'll be great. Okay, thank you, Mandy. So I'll replace it as soon as possible. But here, This is my Docker containers live here. I don't manage them here. I just update the distro. Like I updated it this morning, Linux 6.16.2. And my Proxmox is the latest, 9.06, running 6.14 dot something kernel. And I keep this up to date. I keep Arch up to date. And if I exit Arch and I SSH into, oh no, not this one. Root 192.196. Okay, M7. And here's my yeah, thanks. So I replaced. I use now FastFetch since FastFetch is now on the Trixie repositories. So I use FastFetch, my own customized FastFetch with the PNG logo of Proxmox, and that's it. And I have my own aliases. Upd runs an update, so it runs apt update and apt upgrade. So there are no updates because I updated this morning. So yeah. And by the way, my mini PC is this. Where is it? My gear. My mini PC is this one. It's an AMD Ryzen 5 7530U by Gen Machine. It's called the Ren 7000. I think they have a Ren 9000 now for the newer CPUs. Or 7000, the latest CPUs. I forget. Fast fetch is very easy. Like, I'll give you an example. You can find an example on my repository. It's very easy. This is fast fetch. This is fast fetch. Hyperfetch. Sorry. I call it hyperfetch. But yeah, you can just copy it from this link and you will see. I don't create from scratch. I just take a basic theme and I go read the documentation on FastFetch and I start adding one by one. So I use a basic theme. So basically that you see for Proxmox, I basically took an existing one that had similar design. I just copy pasted the lines, added spaces, added words, and for the OS age, I just used ChatGPT to get a script on how I can get the OS age. Well, HRF dude, I fixed that. Yeah, in my case, the issue that broke was the general. I had a general, and I was telling FastFetch to use GPU rendering. That's no longer needed. Now it's by default. So we no longer needed that line. So I had to remove it from all my FastFetches, from all my configs. But so I use all my posh. Okay, you'll see when I exit. All my posh is this. This prompt is all my posh. Also, all my posh broke the past few versions. They fixed it. So it's not like they break things permanently. They break things temporarily, and they fix them with the next update. Or the broken part is so simple to fix, so it's not a big deal. I don't see that like a big deal. On the contrary, if things like small things like that keep breaking, we learn. We start learning to fix instead of just relying on them to fix everything. Small problems like that, small bugs that are fixable and addressable by us, it's a learning experience. I use that as a learning experience. If you like Starship, we all like what we like. There's no wrong or right. There's only what we like. Powerline Go. I never heard of that. Huh? Mandy, you use all my posh too. It's amazing. And okay, let me go back to me because I need to show you something. There's a fan out there who likes XeroLinux so much. Why did that go there? I'm using it on Hyper. Okay. Well, this VM boots, and this VM, you will see something that you've never seen before. But yeah, what you're going to see on this VM is something that exists in the world. It's called Hyper0. Yes, there's a config for Hyperland created by me and 2 other friends. So, although I don't use Hyperland, will never use Hyperland because I don't hate, I just dislike window managers. I was like, yeah, if I shouldn't use the fact that I dislike something as an excuse to not create something for it. So this is Hyper0, a Hyperland config for Hyperland. I created this with 2 friends of mine. Some of you know one of them, DDOs. Anyway, we have an update. So I just click this. It will launch the updater. And that updater was created by me. So I hit yes. Password. Yeah, I know. It cannot grab news. But this updater was created by me for Hyperland. But it's also included on KDE and no. So, hello? Anybody out there? I guess it doesn't wanna. Okay. So it's updating AppStream and Qt6 Web Engine and my toolkit. Okay, cool. All right, come on. The update is so slow. Okay. Okay, now I can quit out of it. Okay, the reason I wanted to show you this is because this is the config that the Oh My Posh config that was created by a fan of the project. So, yep. Oh, I'm not. Look at me. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. Sorry, guys. I'm not showing you the thing. Okay. Give me a second, guys. I'm so sorry. Middle screen, right screen, middle screen. Okay. So this is my Hyperland config. Sorry, guys. I am so dumb. I did not see that coming. Okay. This is the Hyper config. Okay, so I have an update icon in the, yeah, thanks. This wallpaper is random. So this updater was created by me. It was written basically initially for Hyperland, but it's included on XeroLinux, both editions, GNOME and KDE. You just type your password. Okay, I cannot read the news. This is something I need to fix. Oh, this is because of the DDoS attack. Yeah, that's because of the DDoS attack. It cannot grab the Arch Linux news. So it didn't find any updates. It checks for Flatpak. I say no. It detects that it's running in a VM. so it doesn't run the rest of firmware updates and stuff. So and if you want to check out the keybinds, I created a shortcut so you can search for the keybinds. You hit escape, and this is, if you want to launch the XeroLinux toolkit, you just launch it from here. It's in the system tray. So, yep. And type X to exit. You got the volume here. You click on that. Pavu control. So, but the reason I wanted to, like I said, to show you this, because I wanted to show you the fan-made All My Posh prompt right here. I only use it here because I don't, it's too thick for me. I don't like so many lines. But a lot of people did like it, so I included it in this one. So what do you guys think? It's a nice prompt created by a fan of the project. And what do you think about this hyper bland config? This is my hyperland. This is hyper doc, I think it's called. And as you can see, you click here, it launches Rofi or Wofi or Rofi Hyperland. I don't remember. I don't use Hyperland. It uses Thunar, of course. This is Thunar, transparent Thunar, transparency. You got what is this? Oh, notifications. You get this one, and you can. Oh, and there's there's another script I created myself for our hyper config. Is the Power Profiles daemon switcher. I wrote that. It's a YAD script with a GUI. So you select balanced or power saver. Balanced. Switch to balanced mode. Yeah, that's Waybar. That's Waybar. I opted to use the basics of the basics because I don't know anything about Hyperland and I don't want to provide support for it myself. The person one of the people who helped me create this will be providing support for it if people need it, if and when people need it. But oh yeah, and I have included we. I should use we because 3 of us worked on it. We added a screenshot thing. You just select this and you can save it. It's called SATI. So it saves it, or you can copy it, or whatever. You can do whatever you want. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Escape. And that's it. So basically, that's the hyper zero config, hyper zero config, whatever you want to call it. And I showed you the prompt, the All My Posh prompt that someone created. So for us. So yeah. So what do you guys want to talk about? Ask me anything. Give me ideas for future videos. There's a future video that's coming on Wednesday. Hopefully this time I can keep to my word. I'm going to show how to basically run one of my scripts, the DE installer script. I created a DE installer script that helps you install either KDE, GNOME, XFCE, even Hyperland and Cosmic. So I'm gonna make an updated video about that one. And give me ideas as we wind down here, because I really need to wind down. It's almost midnight. Well, not midnight, it's almost 11, but I'm really tired today. Still not over my jet lag yesterday. And I really have a bad backache. I cannot stand straight. If I go straight, my lower back hurts. So I need to fix that. Get that checked out because it's painful. So, did you like what we talked about today? You liked that AI music generator? Yeah, I need to do some stretches, but stretches hurt. Like right now, I'm struggling. No, I'm struggling. That hurts. Yeah. Ooh, Singapore. Kuya Sing. You're in Singapore. Cool. Never been there. But go to bed, buddy. Go to bed. I know it's the weekend, but go to bed. Yeah, the AI music gen thing is amazing. I will send you a link. It's Suno, SUNO.com. Basically, that's the only things. I'll type it here in chat. Okay, yeah, Eric. Take good care of your health too, Kuya. Low back pains are. You got them too? Oh yeah. Yeah. Like now, when I finish the end, when I end the stream and I want to get out off this chair, it's gonna take me at least 30 seconds to get off this chair, up to a minute. Yeah, it's gonna hurt. But anyway, unfortunately, I cannot afford insurance, so it is what it is. Yeah, I need to walk. I need to start going walking a little bit. But yesterday, before yesterday, we went to a mall called شو؟ well, we went to a mall in Dubai. We walked for a bit, but my upper back started hurting. Not my lower back, my upper back started hurting. Anyway, before I go, I want to give you guys a glimpse of the upcoming versions of XeroLinux. I left this to the end because not much is changing. Well, no need to show you what's different because it will look the same. The looks will never change, just a few modifications here and there. But in the upcoming release coming next month, on the 1st or 2nd of the next month, I'll be including Orca for accessibility. It's a screen reader, basically, on both on GNOME and KDE. Because it was brought to my attention that there are some blind people who showed interest in XeroLinux. So why not include the screen reader accessibility tool? And I'll be including, as I mentioned at the beginning of the live stream, I'll be including the camera controls package so people can control their cameras easier. So XeroLinux cares about everyone, disabled or not, with disability or not. So if you guys have any ideas on how what packages I should include for different disabilities on XeroLinux, accessibility tools for different disabilities, please let me know. I am not against including those because XeroLinux thinks of everyone. It doesn't exclude anyone. Lib input, I have lib input the package on XeroLinux, so I don't know what do you mean? What you mean? I don't know what you mean, but I don't configure it or anything. I just include the package, and I have not needed to use it. What do you mean? Yeah. It was never brought to my attention before. It only recently someone on Fostodon brought it to my attention. I was like, Why didn't I think of these things? Plus, nobody told me what programs exist for disabled people. So I'm like, I don't know. I'm not disabled, so I don't have any idea of what tools exist for them. Oh, for touchscreens, libinput. Yeah, I included on XeroLinux. There is libinput included. So it also is required for drawing tablets, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, unfortunately, that's what the person told me on Fostodon. Unfortunately, as a screen reader, there's only Orca that actually is modern and being maintained currently for the blind. Yeah, well, I include the package on XeroLinux. I don't know how to configure it, or I never needed to configure something like that because I don't have touch screens or anything. I don't have a laptop. Well, to be, I shouldn't be a liar. I did have a Dell something something laptop that had a 4K touchscreen, a 13-inch laptop with a 4K touchscreen. The 4K resolution on a 13-inch is beyond me. That was the stupidest thing I've ever seen. But it had a touchscreen, and basically it worked out of the box. Whenever I installed XeroLinux, the touchscreen would work. Now that the laptop, I gave it to my best friend, whom I created the song for, but he's using it now. He's not using the touchscreen. He's just using it with an external keyboard and mouse. But it works out of the box. Well, come to my Discord server. Teach me how to do that. Maybe I can include them on in the toolkit so they can git clone or wget the config and use it basically. So come on my Discord and help me out with some configs. Maybe I'll include them. I think of everyone. I don't exclude anyone. And any suggestion is a welcome one. I want more people to use XeroLinux. I need help. I really do need help. So there you go. I really, 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 really need help to be able to pay the bills. So the more people that donate for the distro, the better. Yeah. But other than that, I forgot to tell you guys. I reapplied to Apple in Ireland. Fingers crossed. Maybe I'll get the job. With Apple, everything takes a while. They need to screen everything, and so I called basically the HR over there and told them I'm willing to come back, because when I left, they told me, "Hey, we're willing to take you back if whenever you decide to come back." So I used the opportunity when I was in Dubai, and let's see what happens. It might take a month, 2 months, 6 months, a year, 2 years till I get hired. Who knows? Because the last time I applied to Apple, it took 4 years to get hired. So let's hope for the best. The sooner, the better. But until then, oh, thank you, Eric. Thank you, Eric. That means a lot. So, with that being said, let's. I'll be sleeping and praying to get that job back, because now I'm armed with more knowledge, and there's no war happening here. There's nothing bad that's gonna happen here, hopefully. So I can sleep easy when I'm there, and I prefer cold weather because after this summer, this heat wave, I don't want to live in summer anymore. So, oh man, I hate when we don't have money and we need to rely on others to help on handouts. It's the worst kind of feeling ever. Like, people donate their hard-earned cash just so we can survive. It's great and all, but as a temporary thing. But it's been going on since 2020. It's been like this since 2020. So 5 years, almost 6. So I'm 45. I'm aging, so it's going to be harder to find work. The older I get, it's going to get harder and harder to find jobs. But I'm using all my connections to try to find something. So hopefully one will stick. I tried Apple, I tried iStyle back in Dubai. They rejected me. So I tried 2 things, and I tried an online thing. I sent them my CV, still no reply. So I'm reaching out. Family and everything. So we'll see. I'm frustrated. I'm just using XeroLinux as a survival thing. It keeps me up on my toes. It keeps me mentally sane, and it helps bring in a little bit of cash. Yeah, thanks, Eric. Anyway, guys, thank you for sticking around. That was a fun stream, and if you like this Suno thing, I posted a link earlier. It's Suno, suno.com. Just head on over there, use it for free, and if you like it, it's only $8 a month. Sorry, $10 a month, or $8 a month if you take the yearly plan. But don't use it to publish music because that should be illegal. I understand HRF. I'm not getting whatever I get is just a bonus. I am humbled by your donations, but it's not required because there's XeroLinux. But it's not required. It's not mandatory. But I'm humbled by your donations. Whatever I can get, I survive with whatever. Right now, I have a roof over my head. I'm not paying the rent. I'm excluded from the rent. So I'm not rent free. Somebody else is paying for rent and electricity and the big stuff. I'm just paying for what I use and for the food. So far I'm surviving. Thank the Lord. But I can't keep doing this forever. I need to have a decent job with a stable income. It would help even more. All right, guys. God bless you all, and I'll see you on the next stream. Take care and be blessed, everyone.